Today I'm a skinny little guy. But if I work hard enough, I can turn into a really big strong guy. Or whatever this thing is. So it looks like currently my weight is a pencil. I can lift a pencil. Every time I do, I get a little bit of strength. And I think every time I do that, it actually goes up. So I'm just going to sit here and lift this pencil for a few minutes and get ripped. Everyone has such better weights than me. I'm lifting a pencil. This guy has actual useful stuff. Aside from that, I can turn into something from your nightmares and spear the air. And apparently people are fighting. I didn't know that was a thing. But that guy's got it figured out. He's just standing in the middle lifting. Okay, to use the better weights, I need 1,500 strength. But to use the bench press, I only need 450. And I can't seemingly use the treadmill at all, so I've got time if you do. I'm going to lift this single pencil and get absolutely ripped. Wait, I'm just looking at what the guy in the background is doing. He's just walking on it and lifting. Maybe this is all you're supposed to do is just walk like this and that helps somehow. Yeah, I think it does. My energy is going up slowly. This is good. Now we're multitasking. And I'm not as skinny as a straw anymore. I'm actually looking more like a reasonably sized person. And because I did whatever this stuff is, I get rewards of crystals that I spend on, I think, things like training twice as fast. Or maybe just unlocking new areas. We'll figure that out eventually. For now, I've got my routine. Okay, something's happening now. I don't know if I'm leveling up or what, but I'm glowing. After a few minutes of treadmill lifting, here's my stats. 377 strength, 44 energy, 362 health. And I ranked up to lifter. I get 250 endurance. And I clearly need endurance, because I need to keep lifting this pencil again and again. The pencil does get bigger as I do though, it's actually a pretty girthy pencil. But I made 450 strength, so I think that means I can use the bench press. There we go, these are more my style. Really good form too, so we're just going to do this for a while and hopefully this actually makes a difference. I've also unlocked sit-ups, so I can also do sit-ups like this, which looks like something out of a nightmare. I don't really know what's better, but this looks fun. It looks like I'm on fire and trying to put it out, so we're just going to let him have this for a little while. Look how much bigger I am than when I started though, like these are the starting characters. I didn't realize I got so big so quick. This is the dislocated shoulder sit-up. It's very good for your core and very bad for your shoulders. Alright, time to explore my newfound size. I'm only 818 strength, but that's still much bigger than where I started. But to go to Candyland, I need 10 million strength, so might take us a while to get there. I can also spend my hard-earned crystals on different things that actually gives me better stuff, like I could buy a stick instead of a pencil. That's plus 30 strength, 300 crystals. So now instead of lifting my pencil, I'm lifting this stick, and boy does this look good. So I'm just going to let him have this for a little while. I'm back on fire again, but I'm gaining a lot more strength every time. So I'm going to go drink some coffee and contemplate my life choices while this happens. So by this point, 1.5 strength, 52 energy, 883 health. And after 1.5, I can do this one, which is probably pretty good for a few muscles. So we're going to let him do this until he either gets ripped or dies of exhaustion. But I also got another bonus, plus 1 energy. Wowee. Alright, we're just going to let it run just like this for a while. Wow, that didn't take long. Almost 3,000 strength. Look how big I'm getting. Speed might be an issue. I'm not exactly a lightning bolt. And now I can also do this for some reason, which is great. And to buy the next weights, I need 2,500 crystals, so I gotta find a way to make more of those. Because I want to be as big as that guy. So I'm just gonna put myself back to work until we get somewhere. I bought the auto clicker and got distracted for a while.
So now I'm this big. I have 13,000 strength.
I'm already so big, I literally couldn't see myself when I started because I was such a little stick. But since things here seem to be all about the rebirths, I think I'm going to do just that because I finally have just enough. That costs 11,000 strength but gives me a bonus.
And now we're back to this thing, so we've lost a bit of size. But we're going to get it back and then some.
Especially because I have all these presents ready to go, so that's going to load me up. Plus I have new exercises like mountain climbers that get me strength a lot quicker than before. That one alone gave me plus 58 strength. Plus, I have enough crystals to buy the teddy bear. Which obviously helps me exercise all the better, which helps me gain strength all the better. There's another 163, but it looks better when I'm wielding the bear. 143, so it's still pretty good. But in order to get big again, we're going to need to do this faster, 2 times strength when lifting. We're also going to get double weights and faster lifting. Plus, we're going to add super lucky and lucky. Oh, that's better. Now, look at it, we're getting bigger in real time. We're pumping that bear and we're getting a little bit of size every time we do. And we've opened a pet for some reason. It's an epic bull warrior. I don't know where that came from or how long I've had eggs for, which have made us even quicker. We're going to get faster opening. We got another bull warrior. So I'm going to have 2 of these helping me now, and that's going to help me get a lot more. Even the pets get bigger. My pet is bigger than that guy, but we're not big enough yet, so we need to pump some more iron. And that apparently helps pet HP. Look at how big that guy is. I want to be bigger than him. Okay, luckily we do get so big so quick now. I've already made the strength we need to rebirth again, and that's going to give us even more power. We just need to start as this itty bitty straw man, which has unlocked us places like heaven, and I didn't even notice. And that brings us here, which is interesting. Oh, here's where I opened the pets. $2,500 to open a pet? Yes. That gave us a basic angelic bunny, even with all my extra luck. I did get an advanced punchy smoke, whatever that is. Okay, the angelic bunny is way better. More strength, more health. Punchy smoke apparently is not a pet, it's an item, so that's fine. Oh, it's an effect. Now I have a punchy smoke bear, so we're going to sit here and pump this iron, and we're going to get really big really quick. I'm already 2,000 size, and I'm on fire. So the bigger I get, the more stuff I unlock. The more stuff I unlock, the bigger I can get. I also don't really move any faster as I get bigger. And I suspect the only point of coming here would be to get the pets. But that's alright, because if anyone else comes to heaven, this is all they're going to see. A giant man lifting a teddy bear repeatedly. But we already have enough for next rebirth, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Now I'm back tiny again, but that won't last long because we get so big so quick. Okay, I've also equipped my double weights that I bought, so now I can lift two of them at the same time, so we're getting extra big. I need 5 rebirths to go to the underworld though. And I do want to go to the underworld, so we're going to need a few more rebirths. So now when I spawn back in as a little stick, I'm going to get mega big every time I lift this weight. So now I can spend a single day in a gym and get absolutely enormous. I could be the strongest person in the universe, and I ranked up. But that also means I can come here to the underworld, where there's hopefully new pets to buy. Just as soon as I slowly walk my way over there. $5,000 for a pet, I'll take it. Give me something obnoxiously rare. Unique hell imp. That is crazy good. 750 strength, 70 crystals. So I need to sit here and pump some iron until I get more crystals so I can buy another one of those things. That didn't take long thanks to the auto clicker. We now have 53,000 strength. And yeah, we'll spend 5,000 on a magma minion. It's only basic, but I bet it's still amazing. 60 strength, 60 health. Now that I become an obnoxious giant in the underworld, I feel like we can go back to the main zone and get even bigger. I can see now how 10 million strength would be possible, considering the amount we're already going up, and that's only going to get bigger. Like we're already as big as the island is. Apparently I got so big I touched the glacier. I need 120 rebirths to go in there. So we're going to have to keep rebirthing a lot. I gave myself 100,000 size, which is this big so far, and it's only going to get worse from here. The moon is supposed to need 10 rebirths. We don't need 10 rebirths right now. We can just buy our way in. And it appears the pets here cost 7.5 thousand crystals. And somewhere out of nowhere, we found 250,000 crystals, so that seems cheap. So let's open a few of these. Hopefully we get something amazingly rare. We got a blue pulse, which is rare. And a space dragon, also rare. This time we're going to get auto-deleted fireflies. I'm still not sure. I guess they auto-delete when I buy them because they're not good enough. I see how that works. So mostly we didn't get those things because they weren't rare enough. Except for the space dragon, he made the cut. 180, 180, so that means a bull warrior is getting unequipped. Actually just straight up sold. Didn't really realize you can get rid of the stupider ones. And some of them are actually reasonably valuable. Like if I sell this guy, I get 185 crystals. Okay, so say I want these things are better. So I can just, they'll auto delete if I do happen to open them. I want this one though, 0.13 chance. I want that all day long. I did get a galaxy skull, which is epic, so that'll help me out. It does all of this, so we're going to unequip I don't know what yet. Then I'm going to make my way back to the main hub. Luckily I can teleport because while walking is a little bit slow, and I can assert my dominance here for a while. This guy used to be the big guy, now it's me. I'm looking down on him, and we're still going to get bigger. What happens if I headbutt now? I'm really big, so does that cover like a big area? It does. I also have a lot of different things here. I don't know what most of these do, so I'm going to double weights for now. I'm starting to get to the point where I can't even zoom out far enough to really properly capture the scale, but I'm getting bigger. It's a little clear when I turn off all the UI, but then I have no idea what I'm doing. So next I think we're supposed to go to Olympus for 50 rebirths, otherwise known as 1,000 Robux. And this is where we get some new kind of pets because, well, we can afford it. We got a unique melee slashes. We auto-deleted an epic twinkles apparently. Because we're auto-deleting up to here, that's probably fine. We'll just keep opening until we get Hydra Serpent and good things. And Ancient Warrior, and I think that about fills out our pets. I'm not as sold on the Ancient Warrior. 700 strength is fine, but the other ones are still better. The melee slashes thing is definitely better though, so we can sell the other two. It's definitely peaceful here with no one to annoy me, so let's make ourselves bigger. So we're getting like 3,000 size every time we pump these weights. I don't know at this point if I'm actually getting bigger or not.
But I'm still going to keep pumping that iron.
I've just realized in order to get really big really quickly, we're still going to have to rebirth. But we rebirth so quickly anyway, it's no problem to build up a multiplier. Like, I lifted weights once, we went from invisible to this. 3,000 per lift, so it takes us like 4 seconds to rebirth. And that no doubt gives us a multiplier, so here we go, we started small, lift the weights once, twice, 3 times. Curiously though, the rebirths don't seem to be giving me a strength multiplier anymore, so I might need better tools. So after the teddy bear would come the book, the bottle. I think you need to work your way up to make these work, so we're just going to go ahead and buy our way to the hammer. Which is 50,000 crystals, so that's not cheap at all. Why do these get so expensive? This costs 38,000 crystals. It also gives you 220,000 strength, so that's kind of obnoxious. There we go. Just the hammer we needed. Even as a little guy with a hammer, I'm going to get 5,100 per swing of this hammer. That kind of makes you think those weapons are going to get absolutely ridiculous, because that's a huge multiplier. Like, we can already rebirth easy. But you know what? 5,000 strength per swing isn't good enough. We need a bigger weapon. These are going to get expensive quickly. This one is only 100 crystals, actually. That's not bad. So I've worked my way up to a magical dumbbell before it basically won't let me spend any more money. But even this is pretty good, because as it is, we're getting 11,000 every time we shake this dumbbell. So we need better pets, and I think the best place for pets is going to be the desert, and that's not cheap to go to either. Which means we can buy some pets. This one's going to have an omega effect. That one's just like straight mystery. 1.8 million. We can't afford pets here. At least not yet. So for now, I'm just going to sit here and pump some iron and get absolutely enormous. My strategy right now is to pump some iron, gain some massive size, and after a few seconds, I'm allowed to buy more crystals, so we're working our way up to this super pet. And I think I now have enough. Given how expensive this is, I'm not going to auto sell anything, because that seems like it would be really stupid. This is extremely expensive, and it's a basic cactoid. I've definitely never bought anything this expensive before, but it's actually not really super good overall. And one of the problems of being this big is that menus overlap because I'm simultaneously in both zones. I want the pets to go away. I want to buy some of this stuff. Okay, I straight up rebirthed. That way I could get out of that zone and finally buy a weapon again, but that put me way back here. Yeah, I just spent a lot of money buying the next tool. These are so obscenely expensive that I almost can't believe it. That's where I want to go. Candyland. 10 million strength. Luckily for me at this point, every time I lift my weight, I'm going to get 16,000 size, which puts me this big already. Then that big, so I'm basically as big as these guys. I'm just going to slowly make my way over here where nothing's going to get in my way, and then I'm going to lift this weight until I have 10 million strength. I'm already 100th of the way there, so how long could it take? I've actually just crossed 1 million strength already, so that was quicker than I thought. We're definitely getting big. This didn't take as long as I thought. 10 million strength. All from lifting a single chair again and again and again. But it's pretty safe to say I'm currently the biggest person on the island. Probably the biggest person in the universe. But let's use our newfound gigantism to enter Candyland. And that looks kind of like this. And I'm assuming the benefit here is going to be the pets, which are strangely cheap. So hopefully these are amazing for their price. There's an epic minty dragon and a unique Laffy Taffy demon. That's got to be good. So the Laffy Taffy demon is 1760 strength. That's kind of absurd. Well, I feel I've accomplished something here today by getting 10 million strength and making myself the biggest person in existence. Went to the gym for one single day, and this is what we got.